Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, third grade. My name is Mrs. Nixon. I am so excited to be here with you to support you as you become amazing thinkers, readers, and writers. This morning I was looking at one of my most favorite characters. This particular one is a Judy Blume book called Friend or Fiend with the Pain and the Great One. So it's all about just having siblings and maybe not getting along so well. But I know that it is full of funny adventures. So if it's something that you might be interested in, this is a great book to check out. Now, you can do that by going to your local county library, or in Fresno Unified, we go online and we can check out our books using the app called Sora. So that's a great resource for you to be able to check out books. A second thing I want to make sure that I talk about today, and I'm going to have the guys put up that address for the PBS right below, but this is a free activity book, and you see that address that's down below? You can send me a note or you can send me an email, but don't forget to include your address so that I can get one of these fun activity books in the mail for you. It is full of mazes, dot-to-dots, word searches, all sorts of fun activities to keep that brain of yours extra smart. All right, third grade. So I have 3 things that I have planned for us today. We're going to talk about prefixes and suffixes. We're going to learn a little bit about open syllables, and then we're going to finish off our day today with homophones. Are you ready to start? Okay, let's warm up those super smart muscles, our brains. We're going to do that by looking at those high frequency words just like we do every day. So remember, if you see something here that you can't remember how to either read or spell, you're responsible for your learning success. So jot it down and practice it. I know you can do it. All right, let's read it together. You read it big and loud at home. I'm going to read it here in the studio with you. From, full, gave, funny, get, give, go, goes, good, and going. Nicely done. Okay, today I have 2 words we're going to focus on. Gave, G-A-V-E, and funny, F-U-N-N-Y. Okay, help me use them in a couple of sentences. Read them with me. My sister me 12 seashells. Your cat is looking inside that box. Let's try it. Your cat is looking gave inside that box. Does that make sense? No, but a cat could definitely look funny inside that box, right? Okay, how about this one? My sister gave me 12 seashells. Can she give you 12 seashells? That makes sense, right? All right. Okay, so let's go through. We're going to start by talking about those prefixes, those suffixes, and those base words. We've done a lot of practice with these over the weeks, but we've kind of done them in isolation. We're either looking at prefixes or at suffixes. Today, we're actually going to look at words that have both, and as the week progresses, we're even going to maybe double up on some of them, and I'll show you what I mean when we get there. Okay, so let's just remind ourselves. Base words are those words that can stand alone. Today's base words are natural, event, and build. They all have their own meaning. They stand alone. Now, when we talk about our prefixes, these are word parts that we add to the beginning of a word that change our base word. For example, re means again, and un means not. All right, I'm going to jump all the way over here, and I want to talk about some suffixes that we've got today that we're going to work with. So ly, or li, means in a certain way. Full, F-U-L, means full of. And able means capable or able to. Okay, let's start with the word natural. Natural. So I'm going to say, I could say in a certain way. How did you do it? Well, it just came naturally to me, okay? I just had a natural way of being able to do whatever, write my name. It was very natural for me. But you know what? When I was first learning to write my name, it was unnaturally done, right? I had to really think about how to write my name. It was not naturally done. So I would say it was unnaturally. Okay, let's look at another one. How about event? Okay, so I could say that my event, an activity that we did, we could say that it was very eventful. The party was very eventful, right? It had lots of activities, lots of things that we were doing. What would the opposite of eventful be? Look at this. I can put un and say it was uneventful. That means that it was very boring. There were not very many things we were able to do. Okay, how about the word build? Okay, we're putting something together, right? Now I'm going to add the suffix able, or able, so buildable, okay? So maybe the toy was buildable, some Legos or something like that, right? Very buildable. And just like Legos, I think that's a great example. I could say that they're rebuildable, right? Because we can take them apart and put them back together. So it says that we can do that over and over. So do you see how we can add those prefixes and suffixes and kind of change our words around? So this is a great activity as you're home. You could take some of your suffixes and some of your prefixes and manipulate them and practice and play with them on your own. Build your vocabulary. It's a great way to play with words. Okay, I'm going to switch gears just a little bit. I want to talk about open syllables, because as we go through and we want to talk about how to read words and chunk them together and break them down into smaller parts, oftentimes teachers will talk about, sound out a word. Well, we need to have some way that we're able to do that, and a syllable is a great way to do that. Now, in an open syllable, and I have a little poster here, I'm going to move that out of the way. In an open syllable, we've got some rules. So let me show you something. Remember, syllables have one vowel sound per syllable. So if I look at a word, I'm going to look for those vowels. So vowels are A, E, I, O, U. I'm going to be able to identify them. So I've got A and E. So those are my vowels. I'm going to mark them with a vowel. Then I have, in between, I have my consonants, right? So I'm going to say, here's my consonant right here. When I only have one consonant, I split my syllable right before that consonant. And that makes this first syllable an open syllable, which makes my vowel say its name. It's a long vowel. So I've got the word is paper. Okay, let's practice one more. So looking for my vowels. Now this one's a tricky one because I do see that there is a magic E at the end, but it doesn't, because it's silent, I'm looking for letters that say vowel sounds. So I'm going to mark right here my O and my I. I'm going to see that I have one consonant here. I'm going to split right before my consonant. So this is going to make this very first syllable an open syllable. My vowel is going to say its name. It's a long vowel, so it's going to be no. And then tis, notice. All right, so let's go through, and I've got some practice for us. So looking here, we're going to go right into that syllable practice, and it says read each word below and divide the word into syllables using a slash. And I'm going to change my pen color so we can kind of see it on here. So here's my word. What did I say that we would do first? What do we look for first? That's right, we're looking for our vowels. So we have O and E. So those are our vowels. And we have one consonant right there, and we want to make sure that we divide right before that consonant. So what's our word? O-pen. That O is an open syllable. Okay, do it again. Find your vowels, A and O, those are our vowels. Where's our consonant? We only have one, so we're going to split right in front of that consonant. So we have favor, 2 syllables. All right, We just did the one paper. Let's do it again. A and E are our vowels. P is our consonant. Split it right in front of the P. Paper, paper, just like that. Awesome job. There's 2 more here. You're welcome to try those on a piece of paper at home for yourself. Excellent job. I want to jump down below because I want us to look at those. We're training our brains to be able to see those prefixes and suffixes. So let's look here. That's what we're doing right here below. It says read each word and circle the prefix or the suffix that we see. Okay, so help me out. Look right here. Here's our word peaceful. Do you see a prefix? I don't see a prefix. Do you see a suffix? Yes, right here. So I'm just going to underline it because I think it makes it easier to see on TV. How about this one? Sadly, do you see a prefix? Nope. How about a suffix? Yes, that ly. How about this one? Likeable. Do you see one? Yep, right here. Able, good. How about unkind? Do you see a prefix? Ooh, I do right here. Un. And then you've got kind, good. And rework. What do we have? RE is the prefix. All right. Excellent job today. I'm going to switch us and finish us out, switch this around, and then finish us out. And the last thing today that we're going to talk about are homophones. And I want everybody to make their hand look like a little phone, because when we say the word homophones, if you do this, you're going to remember we're talking about sounds. Sounds. So these words sound alike. Okay, so look right here. I've got this word in is underlined. In the 1890s, many people used electric cars. Now look right here. I have homophones, in and in. They both sound the same, but they're spelled differently and they have a different meaning. So in is different than in, which was just used in our sentence, means while or during. In is just this. It's a small hotel. So it's important as 3rd graders that we know and we can recognize some of our different homophones. Practice them. You can look as you're going through your books. You'll find loads of different options. Okay. 3rd grade, it was fantastic getting to hang out with you today. We got to practice all of our prefixes, suffixes, open syllables, and homophones. And I know that you are doing a fantastic job with all of the work that you're doing. So, thanks for hanging out with me this morning as you're getting ready for school. Remember, you are responsible for your learning success. So ask the questions, listen, and share your ideas, because together we can do so much more. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I can't wait to see you back here at PBS tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.